Hello everyone, welcome to this session of In-Depth Economics. We have already completed the introductory part on collection of data in the previous tutorial. The next important topic in this chapter is methods of data collection. In today's tutorial, we will be focusing on three important questions which are: how do we collect data? What are the tools of primary data collection? And what are the sources of secondary data? Are you all ready? So let's get started. How do we collect data? Data can be collected by conducting a survey. Survey is a method of gathering information from a large group of individuals. There are three basic ways of collecting primary data: personal interview, mailing surveys through questionnaires, and telephonic interviews. This method is used when the researcher or investigator has access to all the respondents for conducting face-to-face interviews. Personal interviews are preferred due to various reasons. Personal contact is made between the respondent and the interviewer. Thus, there is a high response rate. The respondent can be requested to expand on an answer that is particularly important. Misinterpretation and misunderstanding can be avoided. Personal interview has some demerits too. It is expensive as it requires trained interviewers. It takes longer time to complete the survey, and there is a possibility of influencing the respondents as well. The second method is mail survey. When this method is used, a questionnaire is sent to each individual by mail with a request to complete and return it by a given date. A questionnaire is a list of questions used to gather data from the respondent. These days, online surveys and surveys through SMS have become more popular. Mailed interview is the least expensive method and can be used to collect data from remote areas. This method has the disadvantage of long response time and cannot be used when the respondents are illiterate. In telephonic interview, the investigator asks the questions over the telephone. Using this method, data can be collected within a short period of time, and it is cheaper than personal interviews. There is relatively high response rate and less possibility of influencing respondents. The disadvantage of this method is that it has limited access, as many people may not own telephones. Here are the points of advantages and disadvantages of three methods of primary data collection. You can take a screenshot for future reference and quick revision. Now let us look at what are the different sources of secondary data. Secondary data can be gathered from different sources which can be categorized into two categories: published sources and unpublished sources. A few major sources of published information are as follows: published articles or reports of local bodies, central and state governments, publication and reports of trade organizations, chambers of commerce, financial institutions, etc., books, magazines, journals, and periodicals, publications of research scholars, publications of government organizations like the Central Statistical Organization (CSO) and National Sample Survey Organization (NSSO). Statistical data can also be obtained from unpublished sources like research work of different university and research institutions, personal record of business houses and government offices, personal research of individuals and voluntary organizations, etc. The three questions that we focused on today are frequently asked in examination. So it will be very important for you to go through the chapter on collection of data from any book that you are using. You can also take a screenshot of the important points that I've provided in today's tutorial. This will help you to learn easily and remember effectively. I'll be back next week with a new tutorial. Till then, take care and happy learning.